Some of our new inventory, we've got 946. I didn't ask you. I was going to.
Oh, 946. I was going to say 1,000.
I was going to quiz you on that, but lucky me.
Feels like 1,046.
It feels like it feels like 1146, doesn't it? New arrivals that we have this week: the 1970 Plymouth AAR Cuda hardtop, Tor red over black, which Tor red is short for orange.
Good. I'm glad you said that because yeah,
am I missing something?
It's very reddish orange.
Well, carousel red on a GTO is the same way. It's more orange than it is red. And
Yeah.
Kathy would be proud of me for not saying orange.
Orange.
She says I say orange real hillbilly like. Orange, Kathy.
Yeah.
See, I can enunciate.
It is orangish red.
Yeah, 47,000 actual miles. It's got a correct 340 cubic inch 6-pack V8 and a correct A727 torque flag automatic. And what do we mean by correct? As we always say, it's correct for the car, but it's not the original to the car, which is okay. Listen, these cars were driven hard and put up wet. Mostly original interior, all original metal, nicely restored. Plymouth back in the day hired Dan Gurney's All-American Racers in California to build a Trans Am Cuda, AAR, All-American Racers, hence the name.
Gotcha.
And man, but this car is just, I don't know, there's something about an AAR Cuda that gets people excited. Even if jaded car guys that have seen everything.
Yeah.
You know.
And I know that it fits like pony car / muscle car. It is the quintessential muscle car. I think it really is.
And people go, oh, it's only got a 340 in it.
Yeah.
Only? How about a 302 and a DZ302 Z28? Only 302? How about a 289 and a Mustang K-Code?
Right. Plus all the exterior parts of it. You know, just tough looking car. It's awesome.
Yeah, it really, and nicely restored. It's very well done. And love that car. And in something completely different, the 1949 Studebaker Commander Regal Deluxe 16A Convertible, the longest name in the history of names.
Sure is.
Black over ox blood. The blood of an ox was
sacrificed
sacrifice
to dye the leather,
of
a cow.
One of 1,702 built. This is really an unusual car. When's the last time you saw a Studebaker Regal convertible? You just don't see them. You see hardtop and four-door Studebakers. You see a lot of that, but you don't very often see a late 40s or 50s Studebaker convertible. We had a Lark, or have a Lark here, that is a convertible as well, but you just very rarely see them. And it's got a 226L head, inline 6, and it's a stunning color combination.
Yeah, even Bill was impressed with this one.
Yeah, it's
when he's wheeling it in, he goes, "Nice car."
And when you get that stamp of approval from Bill, talk about jaded car guy.
Sees them all.
But we all are somewhat jaded in some respects because we've seen it all, we've done it all.
Sure.
But that's not true, because there are still things that come in this door, and there's still things that I see on Bring a Trailer that I go, oh,
for sure.
Oh, look at that. Gosh, I'm watching Bring a Trailer right now. I'm just scrolling through these. Vincent Black Shadow motorcycle and a Lancia Fulvia.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's just LaSalle town sedan, which is kind of unusual for Bring a Trailer. Ferrari for it, sorry. Anyway, Studebaker Commander Regal, if you get a chance, all of these cars are on our website, classicautomall.com. Next up is the 1969 Lincoln Continental Mark III. You've seen that poster in my hallway that goes to my office.
Sure have.
The guy with the aviator glasses. The cool, sophisticated guy in 1969 drove a Lincoln Continental Mark III. Not only did the cool, sophisticated guy drive it, our buddy Elvis Presley drove it too. He drove one, and that was one bad boy car. When you saw that black hair and that, did he have a black on black one as well?
It was black on black. It was triple black.
Triple black with the vinyl.
Vinyl with the black leather seats and black, and he had several of them actually.
Yeah, this is black over black, 54,000 actual miles. It's got the correct 460 V8, probably been replaced at some point in time. Sinister black on black. This was a luxury sports car back in the day. Sure. That big 460 would move it down the road. But it was no spring chicken. It was heavy. I mean, it was not light by any stretch of the imagination. But it was a very classy car back in the day. And, of course, black was without question, the best color. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it.
It's true.
Go out there.
It's amazing how heavy how thick the metal is on cars of that era, too. That's the other thing that always impresses me with that car in particular, because I was shopping for one years ago, and it's heavy. The hood is heavy. The doors are heavy.
Yeah, when you open that hood, you feel it. I mean, it's not. And of course, nowadays they can make, a tenth of the weight.
Oh yeah.
stronger than the steel that it came, way stronger than the steel, 10 times stronger.
Right, safer probably.
And safer, yeah, so that's important as well. Next on our list here is the 71 MG MGB GT. Say that fast, MG MGB GT. Cool little car. It's bronze yellow over black, 45,000 original miles. It has the British Heritage Trust Certificate, which is kind of the birth certificate of the car. You know.
And that all British cars come with for the most part? I know Jaguars.
Yeah, you can get them on Jaguars, you can get them on Range Rovers, you can get them on
MGs,
ACs, I think.
Probably Triumphs.
Yeah, Triumphs.
Yeah.
How do you say that?
Triumphs.
Triumphs. That's right. 10 years of receipts on this thing.
Yeah.
And it's got some updated stuff. It's got new front brakes that's lowered a little bit. It's got, more for ride and reliability. And it's hard to fault somebody when they want to do that to a car, because some of these are uncomfortable to drive without a few little modifications to them. Maybe different shock absorbers, maybe a different bushing, maybe a different sway bar, maybe different tires and wheels, better brakes. Nothing wrong with that. You want to be able to stop.
Absolutely.
That's kind of important.
Technology's come a long way.
It has come a long way.
Since mechanical drums.
Yeah. That. How about that Autobug that we brought in? It's got its own little braking system.
Yeah.
That's
wow.
Yeah, pretty interesting as well too. Next up is the 1863 Roper Steam Carriage. Now you say, Stewart, why on your website does it say 1890? Because that's as far back as our website.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's just a matter of something to fix, but it's something we just never think about.
Yeah.
Because
nobody lists cars prior to 1890.
Yeah. What are you going to get prior to 1890? Not very often. But this one, the Roper Steam Carriage, beautiful oak and maple, built by our buddy up in Connecticut, and it's a working example. Very early rack and pinion steering.
Wow.
But Sylvester Roper, the guy who invented the steam carriage, and this is not a steam carriage like it was back in the day, but he built one of the earliest vehicles in 1863. I mean, if you think about that. An 1865 version is in the Ford Museum, Henry Ford Museum in Michigan, and it's touted as the oldest surviving American automobile out there.
Yep.
So if you get a chance, go on our website, you can see that and the others. And last but not least, 1964 Ford Galaxie 500 XL. Black on black, raven black on black. Long-term ownership. This thing's been garaged. It's got the 352 4-barrel, the Cruise-O-Matic. It looks like a jet age car, certainly for the masses. And these things are really, I mean, you're talking about heavy. This thing must weigh 2 tons at least. Not unlike the Honda CRX that I had back in college. It weighed like, I don't know, 1,800 pounds. I think that my Honda CRX back in the day had 100 horsepower.
You had a CRX?
Yeah. SI.
Oh, wow.
Raven red with a 5-speed.
High end.
Yeah, that was, and with black cloth interior.
Okay.
I don't think you can get leather in
Right,
the
no.
CRX. But you talk about a bulletproof car. Sorry, 500 XL. We still love you. We love 500 XL. The 88 Honda CRX SI was probably one of the greatest cars I ever owned. Wow. There's a throwdown.
Yeah.
It was bulletproof. It was a blast to drive. It was cool looking when you were young, when you were in college.
Right.
And especially being in the red. And it knew how to get home too. So that's very important.
That's important when you're young.
It was Rio red, and I had Raven on the brain.
This has been the Classic Auto Ball Show with your host, Stuart Howden.